Coming up on Current OC.
Tonight, we'll take a look back at President's Day, the holiday that needs to recognize some lesser-known presidents.
Plus, we'll discuss this weekend's approaching Academy Awards. The Current OC will let you know who we think will bring home the Oscar.
These stories and more, it all starts now on the Current OC.
From the OC TV studios along 6th and Atlantic, Raider Nation's leading news magazine starts now in high definition. This is Current OC.
Hello and welcome to the Current OC. The month of February is slowly drawing to a close and March is literally days away, but we wanted to take a moment to further examine Monday the 18th holiday, President's Day.
I know I enjoyed the day off, but I admit I didn't even acknowledge that it was President's Day.
That's right, Jenna. President's Day is more than a day off from school. It was created to honor and recognize the achievements of our country's leaders. But all too often, we overlook some lesser-known presidents. The Current OC takes a look at some leaders who need some love.
Over 200 years ago, our first and arguably most recognizable president in American history came into office. Now, 45 presidents later, names and faces can start to blur together. If we asked a handful of randomly chosen people to list all 45 presidents, it's likely we won't have many, if any at all, that could do it. But what about simply knowing they existed? James K. Polk, the 11th President of the United States, is considered one of the most important presidents in history, most known for expanding the territory of the United States. Through the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, he added 1.2 million square miles of land to the country. He also secured land in the West that would one day make up the entire 48 contiguous states of the U.S. William McKinley was the 25th President of the United States. He is mostly known for being president during the Spanish-American War. As a result of the war, the U.S. gained significant territory, and McKinley helped earn the country a reputation as a world power. Benjamin Harrison, the 23rd president, served as president between the two terms of Grover Cleveland. He was the grandson of the 9th president, William Henry Harrison, and is also known for having signed the Sherman Antitrust Act, which helped to prevent monopolies in industries like oil, tobacco, and railroads. Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, was the supreme commander of the Allied forces during World War II. During his 2 terms as president, the country experienced a wave of economic prosperity and peace. Every year on February 18th, the U.S. takes a day to celebrate our past presidents, as a way to respect the contributions they've made to the development of our country. You may never have heard of them, but they have undoubtedly had a hand in shaping how we live, even today. This has been Jennifer Stevens, reporting for the Current OC.
This Sunday is the 91st Academy Awards ceremony, where Hollywood recognizes the best that Hollywood has to offer for the year 2018. With literally thousands of movie releases, Tinselton will honor only a handful and call them the best. Our own Tanner Driscoll makes his predictions for this Sunday's televised event.
Traditional awards shows have been a staple of American culture since the early 1900s. Film has blown up in the past 100 years, becoming an integral part of society as more and more corporations and directors producing content for the average viewer to consume. And of course, the pioneer of awarding movies for their excellence is the Oscars, or the Academy Awards. For the past 91 years, this show has provided ideas to the general public as to which movies, actors, actresses, and directors to look out for, as the winners of the esteemed program typically gain traction after their victories. Now, the almighty overlords of Hollywood who decide which films are the best is a cool idea and all, but I think as a self-proclaimed film buff that I have an excellent sense of what should be nominated and what should win. Here are... The first category on the list is the most famous one, Best Picture. The movie awarded this prize is considered the greatest film created in the past year, being 2018. Last year's winner was Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water. This year, the nominees for Best Picture will be First Man, Green Book, Bohemian Rhapsody, A Star is Born, The Favorite, Roma, If Beale Street Could Talk, Vice, and Black Panther. But who will surpass the others and snatch the victory? In my opinion, First Man will take the prize due to the excellent execution that tells a story almost everyone is familiar with. The Apollo 11 mission to land on the moon. The performances are all convincing, and the realistic depiction of the moon landing proves the movie's dedication to its story. Next up, Best Animated Picture. This one is a little easier, considering that animation in film is in a state of disarray nowadays, with most movies that are animated looking exactly the same. I'm looking at you, Illumination Studios. Regardless, the category still stands, and the nominees will be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Isle of Dogs, Early Man, Incredibles 2, and Mirai. My predicted winner will be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and this is because of the extremely stylistic and bubbly animation style. Besides the visuals, the story is great and the film is chock full of humor and heartwarming moments. Overall, the movie works and is incredibly fun to watch. Finally, the category that had planned to be added this year to the show, likely due to massive dips in the award show's viewership over the past few years, Most Popular Film. Similar to Best Picture, this would have determined which movie the people thought was the best 2018 had to offer if it had not been scrapped this year due to negative reception. However, since the idea was possible at one time, we asked OCHS students what they think should have grabbed the award for Most Popular Film.
Probably Black Panther.
It had to have been Infinity War.
Black Panther.
Infinity War, definitely.
Anyway, I have made my predictions for what films I think should be awarded for their excellence this year. All we can do now is wait for the Oscars to air on February 24th, 2019. This has been Tanner Driscoll reporting for the Current OC.
After this short break, we will return with your weekend weather forecast. Please stay tuned.
Stories from your school, your community, continue on Current OC.
Man, I cannot believe it. Another day with snow and another strikeout for getting a snow day.
Hang in there, Jenna. Winter isn't over yet. It could still happen. Well, Kayla, do we have a shot at a snow day soon, or is Jenna out of luck?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we take a look at our radar today, you'll see that we are pretty clear in our area. Clear skies all throughout New Jersey. Up north, we are in our area right now. Ocean City is pretty clear. On to our local conditions. In Ocean City right now, we are seeing temperatures in the 40s, which is pretty warm. We will be seeing some melted snow. And a humidity of 93, so it feels a little bit warmer. Wind speeds of 2.0, which is pretty mild. On to our area temperatures. All throughout New Jersey, we are seeing temperatures that are in the 30s in Lakehurst, but everywhere else is about 40 degrees, which is pretty mild, pretty warm for, February. On to our weekly forecast. As for tonight, we will be seeing temperatures of 54. As we wake up on tomorrow morning, we will see temperatures that are higher, up to 46, and we will be seeing some sun because it has been coming up a little bit earlier now. So you can wake up and have some nice breakfast tomorrow morning so that you can be ready to donate blood for the blood drive. Onto the rest of the week, we might be able to see some rain, and we will be pretty wet and pretty mild for the rest of the week, which will be pretty nice if you do say so myself.
Well, that'll do it for us on this edition of the Current OC.
Thanks for taking the time to tune us in. We really do appreciate it. Like what you see with our broadcast? You can catch all of our shows and additional content by visiting oc-tv.org.
We're also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at OCNJTV, so be sure to like our page and follow us there too.
And as always, thanks for watching.